So today we're doing a really fun video. This has been very highly requested on my channel. What we are doing today is transitioning a blonde highlighted client into a balayage. I know that technique scares a lot of people and it's really intimidating, but it's super fun, super easy once you get the hang of it. So what we've been doing on Izzy is just normal blonde highlights, and then we did base her last time, just like a shadowed root at the bowl. So nothing too crazy, but we want to make her blondes really pop out. We want them to be vibrant, platinum, bright blonde, and then we want to have a rooted look in between for that balayage type of look. I'm going to be doing this a little differently than just a traditional balayage, so if you're interested in watching this, then stay tuned. Okay guys, so I got this bleach, we're just waiting it out, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the pH bonder in just to saturate the bleach a little bit. To saturate the right here. Yes. And then we're just going to pump in some 30 volume just to make it work.
What does 30 volume do?
Makes it work. Okay, so I just mixed up redken flashlift with 30 volume, and I did about a scoop and a half, and I am just mixing that up with my whisk. And then I'm taking redken pH bonder.
Okay, so right here I am mixing up her low light base color. So what I am using is 7NA, 7G, and then 8GB from Goldwell Colorance. And I am mixing that equal parts with the Colorance Goldwell lotion. And some people say to mix it 2 to 1, that's what the directions say, but if you mix it equal parts, it's actually a little more, I don't know, not translucent, but like, I feel like it's not as translucent, so it works a little better for me when I'm doing like a base color. So here I have my redken flash lift with 30 volume and my Goldwell Colorance 7NA, 7G, 8GB. And I am just going to start out by baby lighting her, and the reason I am doing this is because I truly feel like you can get lighter in foils than you can through balayaging or open air painting. And she's already pretty blonde, but I just really want to pop those blondes out. Her inspiration picture was like a bright ashy blonde, not too ashy, but just like super bright blonde. So we are doing these baby lights to get those blondes popped out for us, and then I will be doing 2 other steps after this. And as you can see, I am just weaving on an angle, and I am working up the back of the head, and then as soon as I reach the top of the head, I will work on the other side in an angle towards the top of the head as well, so they meet in the middle. Okay, and now that I've foiled the back section, I work on to the 2 sides, and then I do the mohawk very last. And the reason for this is just because I've noticed when I do the mohawk first, it makes it harder to get the very top of the side part. So I do the 2 sides first, and then I will work over to the mohawk just for that reason. Now I'm in the mohawk area, and I didn't explain this before, but I will explain it now. I am actually doing 1 low light to every 3 foils of highlights, and you will see right here I'm just doing the same type of baby light that I did with my highlights, and then I'm putting that 7NA, 7G, 8GB right here in the root, and I'm not taking it all the way down because her ends want to stay bright, so I am just pulling that down halfway, leaving the tail out, and I do that every 3 foils. Okay, and here comes step number 2. I am taking that low light formulation and I am putting it in between every single foil and smudging it down through her base. And as you can see, I layered it on top, and now I'm flipping it upside down and doing that underneath layer, just because I want to make sure this isn't just a surface painting. I want to really saturate in between each foil. And this is the step 2 that's going to give us that rooted balayage look. So as soon as I'm done with the baby lights, I go through and do this in between every single foil. now that step 1 and step 2 are complete, this is step 3. I am bumping my developer, mixing up redken flashlift again. I am using 40 volume, and I'm mixing this to a thicker consistency so that I can balayage her dropouts, and I am adding redken pH bonder, and this is the step 3 process in the actual like applying the hair color. So the reason I do this is just to brighten her ends a little bit more. So I am just starting at the bottom and taking like medium-sized sections and balayaging with my redken flashlift. And the reason that I used 40 volume for this is because I did 30 in her foils, and the balayage dropouts always process warmer than the foils. So I did want to bump my developer just by 1 level to get it a little lighter, just because they will be processing less than the foils will. And I am going to be balayaging every single dropout. And she wants to be pretty bright blonde. She wants to kick out all that brass, all that gold, any dimension that she has in her hair. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. And when I balayage dropouts for the purpose of brightening up the ends a little bit, you have to make sure that you're not just surface painting. So I like to lift the hair up like this and apply it to the bottom as well, just to make sure that we're fully saturating all of the hair. Tension and saturation are key when it comes to balayaging. Those are like your 2 biggest tools when you balayage. Okay, and this is what she looks like fully foiled. I'm going to let her process for about 25 to 30 minutes, and then I will put her under the infrared lamp for the last 10 of those minutes, and then we will wash her out. All right, my client's ready to rinse out, so I am mixing up her root toner and then her end toner. And what I am doing for her root shadow is a 7N in shade ZQ, mixing it equal parts with the processing solution. And I'm just going to tap her roots out with this. And for her ends, I'm going to be using Goldwell Colorance 10P10V with the Goldwell Colorance lotion. And the reason I like this toner for what I'm doing is because it gives you that ashy blonde, but it keeps it really bright. Sometimes like 9V from Redken Shades EQ dulls it down a little bit and goes darker, so this keeps it really bright and white, if that makes sense, without dulling it down. So as I'm taking her foils out, you can see that she's pretty bright blonde. I'm super excited about the level of lift we got with her hair, and it's going to be the perfect base we have to tone her. And now I'm just tapping out her roots with the Shades EQ 7N. This gives a really nice translucent look to the root. We already did the in-between base color, so this is basically just smudging the highlights that we had in the foils. Toning time, my favorite time. So as you can see, the Goldwell Colorance 10V10P is like a pure violet. I love it so much. It gives like the perfect blonde, and I'm so excited for you guys to see the results. I know I say this a lot, but saturation is key when it comes to toning. You want to make sure you really scrub it into the head really, really well, and then work it through the ends. Like massage it back and forth in your hands like you see me doing. And I left this on her hair for about 5 minutes, and I worked it through her hair the entire time. And this just ensures that you really get the toner in there well and that you don't miss any spots.
blonde tutorial on how to convert a highlighted blonde to a balayage blonde. I have a really exciting video coming up for you guys next. I have been asked to attend the Long Beach Hair Show in California, so I am taking a few members of my team and we are headed out to California in just a couple days, and we will be backstage at the hair show. We get to go to all these cool classes, meet a bunch of the influencers and educators, and I am so excited. I will be filming a YouTube video behind the scenes at the hair show, vlogging my trip there, just our whole fun experience. So that will be my next video. I'm super excited, so stay tuned for that. And then when we get back, I will be filming my updated salon tour, so keep an eye out for that one when we get back from the hair show. I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.